traditions, much like other traditions, not only differ from places to places across the globe, but can also stun you with its absurdity. Different couples decide to make their wedding day special, in different ways. While some decide to make it quirky, there are others who stick to a traditional wedding. So, are their stories interesting too? While we can't bet on everyone, there are a few wedding customs from around the world that are downright crazy. For example, in Mauritania, brides are often forced to eat to be fatter on their wedding day, because a fat wife signifies prosperity in a marriage. Like this, we prepared a list of the weird age-old traditions that will surprise you. Dear audience, did you know? During the weddings of Kenya's Maasai people, it is often customary for the father of the bride to spit on his daughter's head and breasts before she leaves with her new husband. What might seem a strange, disrespectful custom to certain cultures, actually makes sense within Maasai culture, in which spitting is seen as a symbol of good luck and fortune. Spitting can be seen in other areas of Maasai culture too. Maasai tribesmen will spit on their hands before shaking hands with elders as a sign of respect, and it is also tradition to spit on newborn Maasai babies to ward off bad luck. Weddings are often an emotional affair, but in certain parts of China, crying is a required part of preparation for marriage. A month before their forthcoming nuptials, Tujia brides will cry for 1 hour each day. 10 days into the ritual, the bride is joined by her mother, and 10 days after that, the bride's grandmother joins the weeping duo, and eventually other female family members will join in the cacophony of crying. Termed Zuo Tang in the western Sichuan province, the ritual is said to date back to China's Warring States era, when the mother of a Zhao princess broke down in tears at her wedding. Inner Mongolia. Chick liver. Before they can even set the date of their wedding, couples from the Dor people of China's Inner Mongolia must observe a tradition that involves the killing of a chick. The couple take a knife and together kill and gut the baby chicken before inspecting its liver. If the chick's liver is in a healthy condition, the couple can set a date for their wedding, but if they discover that the chick's liver is of poor quality or diseased, they must repeat the process until they find a healthy liver. Holding your shit and pee together in Borneo. Members of Malaysia and Indonesia's Tidong people in Borneo observe a tradition that states the bride and groom must not leave their home or use the bathroom for 3 whole days after their wedding ceremony, and are kept under watchful guard and allowed only a small amount of food and drink. In Tidong culture, not observing the ritual is said to tarnish the bride and groom with bad luck, often resulting in infidelity, the breakup of their marriage, or the death of their children. You may all kiss the bride. In many Western weddings, the immortal words, "You may now kiss the bride," signifies the sealing of a couple's vows with a kiss, but in Sweden, the kissing ritual is taken to a whole other level. At the wedding reception of newlywed Swedish couples, if the groom should leave the room, the male guests of the bridal party are permitted to kiss the bride. Similarly, if the bride leaves the party, female guests will hone in to kiss the groom. The blackening ritual of Scotland. Bride too pretty? Well, let's just cover her in goo. This tradition actually involves family and friends showering the couple with all sorts of disgusting things and then tying her to a tree. This is only done so that the bride and groom can prove that they are ready for anything, and they mean anything. A servant hides under a bed. In Swahili culture, a bride who marries because of an arranged marriage has a marriage mentor, sono, during their first night. The marriage mentor will be under the bed, while the newlyweds will perfect their marriage. This is done to ensure that the bride is doing their first night well and the mentor is the witness. South Korea. Beating the groom's feet. Following their wedding ceremonies, some South Korean grooms are subjected to a certain ritual before they can leave with their new wives, the beating of their feet. His groomsmen or family members remove the groom's shoes and bind his ankles with rope before taking turns to beat his feet with a stick or, in some cases, a dried fish. Though obviously painful, the ritual is over quickly and meant to be more amusing than an act of punishment, and apparently, as the groom is often quizzed and questioned during the act, the beating of feet is meant as a test of the newly wedded husband's strength and character. Fat farms in Mauritania. The fatter, the better. In Mauritania, brides actually work towards getting healthier and chubbier. Yes, it is believed to be a good luck charm in their tradition. So they go to fat farms to gain weight, even though it has caused many women to fall ill and have health issues. Gifting a whale's tooth to the father-in-law in Fiji. This unusual tradition is followed when a man asks for a girl's hand in marriage. What if he can't find a whale tooth in the market? Does he really go hunting for it? Minimum 2 kids required in Sudan. There are certain tribes in southern Sudan that believe a marriage can only prosper if the bride can give birth to 2 children. If she fails to do so, the groom can divorce her. The mother accompanying you to your honeymoon night in Africa. Okay, this one is really weird. Mothers or elders in certain African tribes accompany the newlyweds to educate them on how to spend the night. forming a human carpet in Marquesas Islands of French Polynesia. After the wedding is done, the relatives lie down on the ground face down and the couple walk on them as if it were a rug made out of people. In India, women born under Mangal dosha, a Hindu astrological combination, are termed mangliks, and thought to be cursed with bad luck, especially in marriage, where the curse is said to bring tension and even death. In order to remedy this, a Kumbh Viva, a ceremony in which the woman marries either a peepal or banana tree or an idol of the god Vishnu, is performed before their actual wedding to break the curse. Bollywood actress and Miss World 1994 winner Aishwarya Rai Bachchan underwent a Kumbh Viva before her marriage to fellow actor Abhishek Bachchan in 2007.